This is another session on inverse of function part 3. Here I will discuss uh, at least one problem, if possible then more than one problem, on the chapter inverse of function. The problem I have written here, that let f is a function from n to r. This is, I have drawn the diagram also. This is solution. F is a function from n to r. This is r set, say. Be a function defined as fx equals to 4x square plus 12x plus 15. Means f takes x here, then it makes it 4 into x square. Means if say 3 is taken, then 3 square into 4 means it squares this one, then multiply by 4, then 12 times of that number is added with that, and then 15 is added, and that is the output of f. Fx equals to 4x square plus 12x plus 15, and f is a function from natural number to real number set. This is the big codomain. Now, obviously, the real number set, if it's a function from n to r, the real number set will not be fully utilized because the input taken by f is only from natural number. Natural numbers are all positive number and it begins with 1. So here the numbers are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 like that. 1000, 100, 1000 are like that. And you can understand that whatever may be the number, the fx is always going to be a positive one. Fx is always going to be a positive number. But the real number set, this real number r, this one is a big set. It contains all the negative numbers also, zeros also. So output of f will be confined to a particular zone of this real number. That is output of f, that is the range of f, will be a subset of r. The whole r will not be utilized by f. Output of f will be a subset of r. This is the range of f. Now look at the question again. F is a function from n to r, natural number to real number. Be a function defined as fx equals to 4x square plus 12x plus 15. Okay, that means we're getting that n is the natural number, so the output is also going to be some natural number, obviously, because this one will not give you something point something or like that. It is going to give you always natural number. And so that if function from n to range of f is invertible, this is the question. The function from n to range of f, if we consider the range of f, say this is the range of f, the whole r is not being utilized, say this is the range of f. So the function from n to range of f is invertible. That one we have to show. So we should consider that this is the domain and this is the range. We should forget this bigger set. Now, to prove that f is invertible, we have to prove that f is invertible. To prove that f is invertible, what can I do? As you know that all bijective functions are invertible. If a function is bijective, then we can say that it is invertible. So, to prove that a function is invertible, it is sufficient to prove that the function is bijective. So, to prove that f is invertible, actually, what we have to prove? That we have to prove that f is a bijective function. Bijective function means what? It must be 1, 1 and on 2. So, let us try to prove that f is 1, 1 function. As you know, to prove that f is 1, 1 function, we should consider that x and y, both two elements, belongs to the domain of the function, means belongs to n. First of all, we consider two elements, x comma y may be this is x and this is y maybe, both belongs to the domain of the set function, that is in this case n. Then the output thrown by f will be fx and will be also fy. Both are the output. Here it may be fx, here may be fy. Now we know the rule that let fx equals to fy. What we do? We deliberately say that let fx equals to fy, and then we try to prove that it follows that x equals to y. If we be able to find out, if we able to prove that x equals to y, then we can say that the function is 1 1. You know all these things. So fx equals to fy means what? Fx means what? If x is taken as input, then this one will be the output. So fx equals to 4x square plus 12x plus 15. And fy means what? If y is taken as input, then only instead of x I will write down y. So equals to 4y square plus 12y plus 15. 15 gets cancels. So it means that 4x square minus 4y square plus 12x minus 12y equals to 0. Divide by 4 throughout. So x square minus y square plus 3x minus 3y equals to 0. So x minus y into x plus y, this one, plus 3 into x minus y equals to 0. So x minus y is common. So it is going to be x plus y plus 3 equals to 0. Now what does it mean? It means that x minus y may be equals to 0, or this one is also maybe equals to 0, x plus y plus 3 equals to 0. But look at it, x and y both belongs to natural number. Natural number are always positive. So positive x plus y is positive number, and if you add another positive number to it, it cannot be 0. It is always going to give you a positive number. So x plus y plus 3 is not equals to 0. So we can write down here. Here x plus y plus 3 cannot be said as 0. Therefore, this term is not 0. That means this term is 0. Means x minus y equals to 0. Therefore, x minus y equals to 0. Therefore, x equals to y. Therefore, f is 1 1. It is proved. Now what we have to prove? That f is, we have to prove that f is bijective. That means 1 1 and onto. So now we have to prove that f is onto. Look at f. Fx equals to 4x square plus 12x plus 15. Means it is taking x and this is the output thrown by it. This one can be called as y also. So we may say it as y equals to 4x square plus 12x plus 15. So we may say that two x whole square, I am writing 4x square plus 2 into 2x into 3 plus 3 whole square plus 15 minus 9 equals to y. 4x square plus 12x plus 9 and minus 9 is there plus 15. So it is going to be 2x plus 3 whole square equals to 15 minus 9 means 6 equals to y minus 6. So 2x plus 3 equals to, or we can say y minus 6 equals to, y equals to 2x plus 3 whole square plus 6. Y equals to 2x plus 3 whole square plus 6, or 2x plus 3 equals to under root of y minus 6. So 2x equals to under root of y minus 6 minus 3. So x equals to under root of y minus 6 minus 3 by 2. Now look at this particular expression. We are trying to prove f is onto. What is y? Y lies here. Y lies here means it is a natural number. What is the minimum value of y? Can you say? Minimum value of y depends upon the minimum value of x. The minimum value of x is 1 because it starts from natural number. It is x belongs to the natural number. So if x equals to 1, then what is the value of fx? Fx equals to 4 into 1 square plus 12 into 1 plus 15. Means 4 plus 12, 16 plus 15 is 31. So the minimum value of fx, that is y, equals to 31. So look at here. The minimum value of y is 31. So it is always going to be positive. It is always going to be positive, and under root of this one can be done. Minus 3 by 2. So whatever it may be, whatever under root of 31 means, it is going to give under root of 31 minus 3. It is always going to give a positive number. So this portion is positive. Under root of this is always going to be greater than 3. So this is always going to be positive, divided by 2. Anyway, you can understand that whatever may be the value of y, you will always get its corresponding pre-image as x. So it is an onto function, means y is being fully utilized. What is y? Y is the output of f only. Y is not r. Y does not fall in r. Y cannot be 35 point something, because y is the image of f. So we can safely say that for each and every value of y, we will get x. So f is onto function. Now we will try to find out inverse of f. Let inverse of f is f inverse. Now we know that f inverse of x equals to x, because we know that composition of a function with its inverse function will be an identity function. So f inverse of x equals to x. So what does it mean? It means f of f inverse x equals to x. Now look at it. F of something, what does it do? If whatever it given, f of something, 4 into something square plus 12 into that one plus 15. So what it will be? 4 into f inverse of x a whole square plus 12 into f inverse of x plus 15 equals to x. So what we can do, we can now apply, say this is 15 minus x equals to 0. Say we can now apply the Sridhar Acharya formula. Say this is the 4a square plus 12a plus, this is the constant term, say this one. So we can safely write that f inverse of x, if we apply the formula to find out root of a equation, quadratic equation, equals to minus 12 plus minus under root of 144 minus 16 into 15 minus x by 8. I have written it directly, but you should do some calculation to find out if it is really coming or not. So this is the variable, f inverse x is the variable. 4a square plus 12a, 4a square plus 12a plus b maybe equals to 0. So f inverse x equals to this. So it is coming as equals to minus 3 plus minus under root of x minus 6 by 2. So this is the value of f inverse x. So you can write that f inverse x equals to minus 3 plus minus under root of x minus 6 by 2, and f inverse is a function from range of f to n. In this way, we can solve this one, find the inverse of f. This is the inverse of f inverse. Thank you.